So Sally, 500 days to go to the World Cup now, so that brings it sharply into focus.
It certainly does, yes. We're now entering the more detailed phase of planning for the tournament. It's getting more exciting by the month. More people are now talking about looking forward to the World Cup, so it's a very exciting phase.
And England against Exiles here at Langtree Park on Saturday. There'll be some World Cup players on show, so it's a good starting point for the teams as well.
It is. I think players are starting to think about putting themselves in contention for World Cup places, and it's exciting that the players are looking forward as much as us planning the tournament behind the scenes.
And an important day in terms of those planning was also launched the 500 in 500 programme today, looking for 500 volunteers.
That's right, we're looking for 500 very committed and enthusiastic volunteers to help us deliver the best tournament we've ever seen. We think what we can do with that relatively small group of volunteers is offer really, really high quality volunteering opportunities.
Good opportunities for good people.
That's right, and we are, as I say, looking for some very committed and enthusiastic people across all of our host communities. The opportunities we will provide will be across lots of different types of disciplines for the tournament, getting engaged with everything from the opening ceremony right through to the final.
And we know that Rugby League has got great people right down from the players right down to the supporters, so we're confident that we'll get the right people doing the right things.
Absolutely, and I think we're even more confident because of the commitment that's been shown by our host communities, and they're going to be working with us very closely in finding those volunteers, so we're certain that we'll find the very, very best people.
So Andy Gatlciffe, CEO Warrington Wolves, you're 500 days to go for the World Cup, and you've turned up with your World Cup pin badge on. It's good to see.
Absolutely. As you can imagine, excitement is gathering pace in Warrington. From day one right through to now, and the 500-day countdown, we're all very excited indeed, and it's gripped the whole borough-wide community. And we're all excited that we're going to be hosting games and showing what we've got to offer in Warrington to the world at large. Very excited indeed.
In terms of buy-in from the community, from the club, from every aspect of everybody involved with the bid, you've had that right from the very start.
We have, and I like to think of us not just having the Halliwell Jones Stadium as a template stadium for sport in general, particularly Super League and Rugby League, sport, health, education, but as a borough-wide community. I've never seen a borough come together with so many partners on board in support of our bid towards being a host for the World Cup Games. So there's no way that we'd let you down in any way at all. It really is full steam ahead.
And two great games. We've got New Zealand and Samoa first.
Absolutely, and we recently hosted Scott Carter, the chair of New Zealand, and also the Samoan delegation, and they were fantastic, they really were. And we actually brought them to one of our games, and they stole the game from everybody. The attention that they got was amazing, it really was.
Daniel, so 500 days to go to the World Cup.
500, so, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so things are starting to focus. Be a few players out there who will, this is the first chance, because they're not playing internationals this week, but it gives them a chance to start, looking at a higher level of rugby league.
Agreed. And a number of these players will be in the shop window obviously for England. The English players are in the shop window, There's a number of players not here from the NRL, at least half a dozen, so it gives other players an opportunity to shine. For myself, working with Samoa, there's a lot of boys that are in the Exiles squad who are of Samoan availability and heritage. Some have got multi eligibility, so decisions will be made in the next, 470 days, and then we'll determine who is actually going to line up with each of the nations.
And you've got a little bit of a break in between the two games, so you're going to go down to Warrington and have a look and look at the great facilities they've got. Yeah,
I'm expecting it to be very, very good. But, it's important that you do recce's and little things like how far is it to training, traffic flows. There are all these little things have an influence.
Yeah. And Samoa are always an interesting proposition at the World Cup.
Yeah, they are. And they're different, There's a different style of player, they're different body shapes, it's different. So that in itself has the Samoan touch about it. And as you've seen in camp here with the Exiles, they're very laid back, yet they're extremely focused when they cross the white line. But as far as off the field, there's a lot of laughter, a lot of good times, a lot of banter, and there's only about four or five Samoans here. So imagine when you got 25 of them, it would be, I'm sure, very entertaining.